Great Plains Laboratory. This is a urine test. It has multiple different options for testing depending on what the doctor orders. We will indicate it on the paperwork once we know. It's pretty simple collections. You're going to do first morning urine. You want to make sure you have everything you need. This is the actual directions here. So basically what I'm going to go over with you now is going to be all written here, front and back. If you have a child that is in a diaper and need to do things a little differently, we do have these little attachments here. If you need it, please let us know and we'll grab you one. So there is the directions. This is the paperwork. Great Plains does require that you fill out this paperwork, not only here, but online as well. Once you fill it out online, you'll get a reference number. You want to put that reference number here so that they can correlate the information. We highlight exactly where you need to fill out. There is an option to put insurance information as well, but I will get to that. There is a concern with that that I will let you know. On the back side here, you want to make sure you indicate the collection date and time. If it's frozen, which more than likely it is, indicate it there. And then we will mark off exactly what test the doctor orders for you. More than likely, you were ordered the organic acids test or the tox screening test, but pretty similar. There's only one that causes a little bit more limitations in it, but I'll get to that in a second. This company was nice enough to go over insurance information here as well. Depending on what you had ordered is the pricing here. So speaking of insurance, these are the cash rates, basically what you'll pay if you send in payment information without insurance. If you try to use insurance, it will be the list price. So you'll pay the full amount, or your insurance will be billed double what the cash price would be. Not sure why they do that, but that's just how it works. If your insurance company denies the claim, then you're paying double versus just the out-of-pocket fees. So keep that in mind. Unless you have a way of confirming that your insurance will cover something, I highly recommend just bypassing that altogether. So in the kit here, you will have an ice pack. Go ahead and toss that in the freezer. Urine collection cup. You want your information written on the side or your child's. Paper in a bag. FedEx bag, pre-labeled, and a little insulated bag here. So what you're going to do, reading the limitations here. So if you're doing the organic acids test, it wants you to avoid apples, grapes, pears, cranberry, and any supplements that may contain those items in it, as well as couple different things, mushrooms, etc. You can go ahead and read that part here for 48 hours prior to collection. So when you're ready to do this, make sure 2 days ahead that you're fully prepared and limit these foods. It only requires about 10 milliliters of urine, which is the last little dash here, so not a whole lot is required. You can do more, just don't overfill it. You're going to do very first morning as soon as you wake up, collection. Then you will close it tightly, make sure information was written on there. Wrap it in the paper to avoid any spillage. And then put it here in the bag. What you can do at this point, close that up. There is a back pocket. You can put that frozen ice pack in there. And you're going to want to throw all of this into the freezer for at least 4 hours. No less than 4 hours. You want to make sure it's completely frozen. So keep it in there until you're ready to ship. When it comes to shipping, all the directions are right here. It is pretty simple. You want to call FedEx and tell them that you have a pickup. They will come pick it up. Once you know that they're coming, they'll give you about a window of when they will come in. Grab this out of the freezer. Toss it into the insulated bag here. And then this whole bag can go into the box. That way you have it here insulated, all that paperwork right on top. Close it up. And then you're going to drop this whole box into the FedEx bag. It's already pre-labeled, as I had said. Very simple. Toss it all in here. Seal it up, and then give it to the FedEx guy when he picks it up, or female. And then you're set. It'll be on its way. It takes a couple weeks to get the results, so keep that in mind. It's going to take a little while, but it's fairly simple. If you have questions, I highly recommend you call Great Plains. Their phone number is 913-341-8949. And that is right there on top of the directions here. Right there. If you need a kit or have questions regarding your own care with our office at Optimal Health Spectrums, you can reach us at 925-846-8000.